Hello there, this is Crimson, and in this guide, I'll be teaching you how to play and deal with playing a Berserker. I think a lot of you probably have chosen this character as your first playthrough, and is probably could be facing some problems finishing the game with this guy. So, without further delay, let me start right into it. So first, let's understand Berserker. Berserker is a looks like a typical normal character with very simple mechanics, easy to play, and has good defense and attack. However, in Zenonia 5, the Berserker is a little bit different. The character has insane attack and a little bit of defense, which doesn't actually go well with how he appears to be like. So you kind of have a bit of more attack and a little bit defense, which means that you will have a lot of health problems compared to a typical strength big squad guy character. So for stats, you mainly got to focus on strength and condition. Strength increases your damage, whereas condition increases your defense abilities. Here, Berserker has the highest attack and defense bonus from these two stats, which means that he will have the highest attack and defense out of any character if given the same level of points. So that is that. So let's move on to the equipment. So Berserker uses a single sword and he doesn't have a secondary weapon similar to a wizard. And he has the highest armor in out of all the four characters when it comes to these sets. So meaning that each of his armor set has really high defense, which kind of really goes well with the character. And he also has a really good sword. Like it does have a lot of damage in it by itself. And so far as title, I personally I prefer the Kumatra Killer. This is similar to a Paladin, which because it increases strength as the main strength character, the 20% bonus is really good for you. At early levels, you can get the winner title by simply just winning 10 PvP quick matches, and after that, you can get the Enslaughterer, which gives the 15 all stats. This can be found near Magic City Lucas after killing 20 Dark Ends. After this, you come to this area of the map. And this is in the last place, and these red guys are called Kumatras. You kill around 50 of them. So you can just do it while leveling up for the final boss and get the title. They are quite tough, but still, it's totally worth getting the title. So for Sari, I personally prefer the holy ones more, but the frost rune does completely fine. However, you try your maximum to get 3 skill slots, and for skill stone, first one you must get a strength increase and then condition increase, and third one can be anything between healing flame or defense increase or cooldown reduction, any of those three. As far as skill wise, first you get 1 point in all of your necessary skills and max out attack increase. Since you have the highest attack increase in the game just for your strength, you must increase it. And after that, the best skill to increase is this offensive stance. This gives a bonus 38% attack. This increases your attack massively. For example, I have 13,000 right now. After using the skill, it's 16,700. Like this skill is like your bread and butter. It's really important, it's really good, and it's really powerful. So you max this out. You just use it every time before you start fighting and just keep using it once the cooldown is up. And after that, you put points in your passive master and 1 point in all three of them. I mistakenly leveled this up. Don't level it, put 1 point in it just for the users, and it's not worth leveling more than this point. It's quite worthless to be honest. And after that, you level up these three skills: uh, guard crash, spinning slash, and phantom detonation. You can also level spin move. You can level all either of these four in either any of the order or 1 point each per level, like that. It's your own wish. After maxing these out, you level up your defense increase. This makes sure that you have really good defense once you get the necessary equipment. And after that, finally you level up this defensive stance. Earlier, you can just put one level into this so that you just have it for the bonus, After leveling it up, it's really good. For example, I have 16,700 attack, 4,500 defense. After using this skill, I get 6,300 alone, like more than 1,000 increase in defense. Like this is necessary because now I can actually survive these guys' attacks. And only when I try to get hit, they miss their attacks. Funny enough. See, like earlier they were doing around 6,000, now they are only doing around 4,000. So, like usually the playstyle requires around using both these skills, and let me move to the next combo part. Then that will cover more on which how to fight with this character. So this is how we typically fight. You use your this ability and this, then followed by this God Crush actually has a chance, 38% chance to stun the character. Like typically when once they are stunned, and I just tried right in the process. Let me just slow. So let's continue with this with the fresh one. So you just pop this, pop this. So yes, you can see I have a lot of buffs. My attack is around 16,000. My defense is 6,100. So I am really powerful now. First you start with this one. This is the ultimate skill. It does do a very lot of damage, and you follow up this fire attack, and then typically after this you do this. These three skills go really well together. You try to stun them. Once they are stunned, if they keep alive, you just use this skill. Be very really careful while using Wrath Strike. It has a really strong delay, and it does do a lot of damage, but you might get hit while using it. So meanwhile, guard crash is your best skill. You use it as often as possible. You just can stay way far away from your enemies and then use it. Like you can stand here and use it, but you got to aim it obviously. It's really good ability. And this skill, this spinning slash provides you invisibility frames, which is really good for a character with high attack. So you can also reliably use that thing. So typically, you use all these four skills and meanwhile use the other skills in between. And these three skills used together is like your combo. So that's it for the skills and ability usage. So for equipment, I personally prefer having a mix of strength and condition. Like for example, the biggest issue I face when playing as a berserker is that you have a lot of damage, but you don't have enough invisibility frames like a wizard, like to actually hit and just not care about getting hit. So like you will take a lot of damage while doing a lot of damage, but you don't have a lot of defense to actually survive that. So you need a good mix of both strength and condition in your build. But a lot of strength obviously, a condition so that you don't die so far easily. And obviously you need 120 crits so that all your attack crits and crit damage as high as possible. And funny enough, having condition actually increases your damage through crit damage. So having more condition doesn't actually hurt. Like my character right now is not completely built, or I have the right equipment like the other class, other my paladin or a wizard. So I'm going with these simple, epic, and rare quality items. So that's pretty much it. Do share your questions in the comment section below, and do check out my channel for other character guides and the whole Zenonia playthrough guide, general guide. And thanks for watching.